Mean Streets, directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Harvey Keitel and Robert De Niro. It's a film that I think often gets overlooked, gets lost in conversation between the more well-known classics from Scorsese, such as Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, Casino, Raging Bull, and so on. And having now seen Mean Streets, I can kind of see why. It isn't as groundbreaking or memorable as some of the other ones, but I think it's still worth watching, even if it's just for the performances and the atmosphere of the 1960s New York. The film was partly based on Scorsese's own experiences in childhood and things that he saw and heard about growing in New York at the time, and has a rather loose plot that follows Harvey Keitel's character Charlie as he tries to navigate the criminal underbelly of the city with a bunch of his friends. And he's got his ambitions. He wants to impress his uncle, who's kind of a big fish, and he wants to become important and wealthy himself. But he also likes to hang out with his friends, including Johnny Boy, played by De Niro, who is much more of a loose cannon, owing money all over town, completely unpredictable and wild. You can't depend on him, and in a word, he's a troublemaker. And so Charlie is sort of grappling with the choice that he will ultimately be forced to make: loyalty to a friend, or pushing his own ambition. So as I mentioned, the two most noteworthy things about the film are the performances and the general atmosphere. Speaking of the performances, Keitel is very good in the film, but De Niro manages to steal every scene he's in. I mean, I was thoroughly impressed by him, even though I've seen a lot of his older movies already, and know what he was capable of. It was still kind of shocking how much he becomes the character here. It made me realize once again, with full force, what an amazing chameleon he could be. If you just look at his characters through his body of work across The Godfather, Goodfellas, Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, King of Comedy, and Mean Streets, it's mind-blowing how different they all are, and yet how convincing he manages to be every single time. And on the topic of atmosphere, I think that the dark and grainy cinematography helps transport the audience, pull you into the New York of the past, and using a lot of the handheld camera shots, which was mainly done due to budget restrictions, actually strengthens the immersion, puts us in there with the characters. And I also liked the naturalistic dialogue, the conversations between all the people in the film. And yes, I think that the movie has some flaws. Some plot points kind of go nowhere, like the shooting at the bar, or the caged panteras or leopards, whatever those are. And it may also feel a little bit unfocused and meandering at times, but I think this was deliberate. It wasn't meant to be a focused storyline, and instead more of a postcard from that time, along with some character exploration. And I think in those aspects, the movie does shine. So at the end of the day, I think it's pretty solid, even if it's not my favorite Scorsese movie.